Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah from Exceptional Consultancy. We're accountants and we're really passionate about helping people pay less tax. Obviously, summer budgets 2015 kicks in and their impact on buy-to-let properties. So what really happened is the amount of tax breaks related to finance costs, which is a mortgage interest, will be reduced. It's a very long story, very complicated calculations, but just give you idea what's financially what's the impact. Just to give you example, say someone has a non-property income of £20,000 for the year. So say that person has a job, and he or she receive a rent from the tenants for the year that's 45k, and that person pays mortgage interest at 35k. So that's a quite big amount of money. In the end, so in the current, before summer budget 2015, the old tax position, tax due, the amount of tax that person need to pay is 3.5 grand. Okay, and what's the impact is after summer budget 2015, the new tax position, it turns out that person has to pay 6.5 grand tax. So the difference is £3,000. So if this any of your amount your earning is bigger, then this difference will be bigger. But there's no need to panic. Today in this video, I'm going to share three quick tips that you can use to reduce your overall tax or financial burden. Okay, so let's see the next slide. First of all, because it's the impact on finance costs, so you might think it might be sensible to change your mortgage to the lower interest because the amount of finance costs, the tax relief related to that will be reduced anyway. It might be sensible to change a mortgage into the lower interest mortgage, and then the overall finance burden will be reduced. Secondly, if you have a spouse or family member, they are either not working or they have lower income, you might think of share or transfer the ownership of the property with that person. Say, for example, that person has 45k taxable profits, and then you might be able to share the ownership half with your spouse, and your spouse report that amount of taxable income as a lower tax bracket. So the overall household tax burden will be reduced. And thirdly, you might look to claim as much expenses as possible. So make sure it's reasonable. Just give you one example, which is very creative and very funny. So someone has a rental property for investment purpose, and that person use a dog to guard the property. So he is able to use the cost on the VAT or cost on the pet insurance to claim against the rental income. So the taxable profits become smaller. So that's a very creative way. Obviously, there are lots of other ways, and it really depends on the individual situation. So if you think you have a rental property and you are likely to be affected by the summer budget 2015, and you like to discuss your options, so be free to find us at exceptionalconsultancy.co.uk. Thank you.